on First Street?
Uh-huh, I'm his son.
Oh, well, what can I do for you?
Want to buy these kittens?
Oh, aren't they cute? Why do you want to sell them?
They're from our cat, and me and my father want to keep them, but my mother don't. So she went to bed with a headache, so I have to. Oh, they're on sale, special today. 3 for 99 cents.
Oh, yeah? Well, look, I'd love to have one, but my mother gets headaches, too. We had a French poodle for a little while, and boy, did we have headaches.
Yeah, but these kittens are Americans.
Oh, what's happening?
Hey, Ross, aren't they cute? Look, he wants to sell them.
Yeah?
Please don't touch the merchandise.
Please don't touch the merchandise?
His father owns a vegetable store.
Oh, well, I'm not going to hurt him, kid.
I'm not a kid. I'm 6 and a half, going on 7.
Well, how much you want for them?
They're pretty valuable, you know. And they're all related, too. How does 50 cents a piece sound?
Wait a second. You just told me they were 3 for 99 cents.
That was only during the sale.
50 cents a piece, huh? Okay, I'll take one.
You gotta buy the 3 so they won't get lonesome.
Ross, are you out of your tree? Dad still hasn't gotten over that French poodle we had.
But these kittens
I know. They're Americans. Look, do you remember when that dog stole his meerschaum pipe and buried it?
Well, that wasn't the dog's fault. He thought it was a bone. And anyway, I steal for $1.50 because I'm not going to keep him, see? I'm going to sell him.
To who?
Mrs. Barton down the block. I heard she's been looking all over for some kittens.
Oh, yeah? You mean she wants to buy them for money?
Yeah. And you think a woman who buys a new car every year is going to sell for less than $5 a kitten?
Ross, we're in this together.
Yeah, give me $1.
You must have been homesick when they were teaching simple division.
We'll settle everything after we make the sale.
Okay. All right, Sonny. At 50 cents a piece, that's $1.50.
Right, but at $1 a piece, that's $3.
Now, wait a minute.
Don't blame me, lady. Everything costs more today.
Here, give me my money. Go on home with the kittens.
Oh, wait a minute, Patty. Just give him what he wants.
Oh, all right. Here. 1, 2, 3.
Meet Kathy, who lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square. But Patty's only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy pair. But they're cousins, identical cousins all the way. One pair of matching bookends, different as night and day.
Where Kathy adores a minuet,
The ballet russe and crepe Suzette. Our Patty loves to rock and roll, a hot dog makes her lose control. What a wild duet. Still they're cousins, identical cousins, and you'll find they laugh alike, they walk alike, at times they even talk alike. You can lose your mind when cousins are 2 of a kind.
Ross, do me a favor. The next time you have a business proposition, find another partner.
Well, how was I supposed to know Mrs. Barton wanted some Persian cats?
You mean instead of American ones?
Very funny. I'm still sore at that woman, though. Boy, what a snob. She said these were just plain alley cats.
Well, they are.
Yeah, but did she have to say it right in front of the cats? They've got feelings, too, you know.
Mm-hmm. And so does Dad. And just what are you going to do with them?
It's the shortest partnership I ever saw.
Okay. What are we going to do with them?
Well, I've been mulling that over, and I think I've got a plan.
What?
How'd you like to buy my share?
Ross!
Just a suggestion. You want to do something that really makes some sense?
Yes, what?
Well, let's put an ad in the paper. You know, under animals for sale.
Are you out of your mind? What are we going to do with them in the meantime?
We can hide them in the cellar. You know, behind those trunks.
I don't know. Do you think that's safe?
Sure. Remember when I was a kid and you all thought I ran away? What do you think I had?
Well, I'm probably crazy for letting you talk me into this, but okay. Now get them out of here before Dad comes home.
All right, you take care of the ad. What's that for?
What do you think?
Well, yeah. I wish you a lot of luck, too.
Now, you wait a minute.
with a bottle of milk?
Oh, but just down in the basement.
What for?
Well, Ross got very thirsty. He wanted to drink a milk.
He's going to drink it out of a bowl?
Martin, if Ross wants to drink some milk voluntarily, let him do it any way he wants.
What are you working on down there?
A project.
Oh, for school?
No, for fun.
What is it?
Well, it's sort of a secret.
Patty, if you're helping Ross build me another tie rack for my birthday, I still haven't broken the one he gave me last year.
Martin, don't be so nosy. You're not making a mess down there, are you?
No, there's no mess. Not yet. Well, if you'll excuse me.
What'd you do, milk a cow?
Can't you keep him quiet?
You'd cry, too, if your little tummy was empty.
Here you go, little kitty. Come on. Shh, keep it down, will you, fellas? Ross, go back down in the cellar.
Do you realize that I've been practically living down there for 2 whole days? It's getting so the daylight hurts my eyes.
Ross, need I remind you where this whole flaky idea started?
Look, why don't we move him out to the garage? The fresh air will do him some good.
Garage?
It won't hurt me either.
Okay, I guess it would work.
Get this one.
Where are the other two?
What do you think? You want to know something? These kittens have been growing.
Come on. Dad.
The ashtrays.
Oh, hi, Dad.
Hi.
What are you doing home in the middle of the day?
Since when is 5 o'clock the middle of the day?
Oh, is it that late already? Well, see you at dinner.
Yeah.
Hey, but Ross, wait a minute. See, I think you're finally putting on a little weight.
Oh, gee. I think it's kind of temporary, as a matter of fact. Although it might not be.
Patty, will you please stand up straight? Your posture's terrible.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What's so funny? What's the matter?
It's just a joke Ross was telling me. Tell him, Ross.
What joke?
Oh, that's right. You told us there's no point in it. Come on, Ross.
I think we ought to get Patty in for a checkup.
Why, is she breaking out?
No, down. Hello?
Is this Lane?
Yeah?
Tell me, do you have any females over there?
Do we have any what?
Females. Have you got any females?
Well, yeah, we've got 3, as a matter of fact.
Honey, is it for me?
No, I think he's some kind of census taker.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Do they come from pretty good stock?
Who?
The females.
Well, I think so.
Could you describe their markings?
What?
Can't you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but don't you fellas think you're getting a little personal?
You think the kittens will be safe in the garage?
Sure, why not?
Well, maybe I ought to put a brick in front of the door, though. Sometimes it swings open by itself.
Only when it's windy out.
Uh-oh. Look who's coming down the street.
It's that kid who sold us the kittens.
Patty, I've got an idea how we can get our money back.
How?
I'll jump on him and
Oh, Ross, don't be ridiculous. Oh, boy. It's coming up the drive.
Hi, remember me? I'm Ralphie. You bought my kittens.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Suppose you're wondering how they are, huh?
Yeah, my father was awful mad at me because I sold them to you.
He was?
Yeah, good and mad.
You know, Ralphie, I can't really blame him.
No?
No. I mean, we've been thinking it over, and we feel we took advantage of you.
We did? Right, yes. Oh, we did, yeah.
I mean, after all, those kittens are worth a lot more than we paid you for them, and, well, we decided we're going to sell them back to you.
Yeah, and all we want is our $3 back.
What about my profit?
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Every businessman is entitled to a little profit. Okay, $2.75.
$2.75.
Patty, stop cheating the kid. $2.50 even.
$2.50?
Okay, $2.25, and that's final.
It's a deal. Here's $1 and 2 and a quarter.
Thanks, Ralphie.
Boy, wait till I tell my father.
Tell him what?
He saw it around in the paper and he gave me $5 to get the kittens back.
Hey, what?
Now can I jump on him?
No. A bargain's a bargain. Go get his kittens. Hey, Ralphie. I thought you said these kittens give your mother a headache.
Yeah, but I kept crying, my father kept yelling, and my mother said she will have the headache.
Patty, I told you we should have put something in front of the garage door. One of the kittens got away.
Oh, no.
Give me back my money.
Now, wait a minute, Ralphie. There, don't be frightened. Kathy's going to find you a very good home. Yes, aren't you sweet? Hello? Dorothy? Kathy Lane. You'll never guess what I just found. Just what you've always been looking for. What do you mean, how tall is he? I'm talking about the cat I found in our driveway. You're not interested? All right, Dorothy. If I find a boy in our driveway, I'll be sure to let you know. Bye. There, little kitty. It's all right.
Natalie! Oh, Nat!
Stay right there. Very quiet.
Hi, Cass.
Hello, Uncle Mike.
Where are you going, dear?
Oh, just down to the drugstore.
Well, why don't you wait? I'm just going to make some sandwiches.
Oh, really? All right. I'll go after lunch.
Come on now, Ralphie. Be reasonable. Take the 2 kittens, and all you have to give us is $1.75.
No!
Look, we searched every backyard for blocks around, didn't we? And you saw me rip my pants going over that fence. What more do you want?
I want my 3 kittens.
No use. He's just plain stubborn.
Wait a minute. Ralphie, supposing we throw this knife into the deal.
Let me see. There's some blades missing.
Yeah, but there's still a very good bottle opener left.
Okay, it's a deal.
Nice going, Ross. I'll go get the kittens.
Hey, this blade's broken at the end.
Yeah, but that makes it even more valuable.
How come?
Well, now you get a built-in screwdriver.
Ross! What's the big idea of leaving the garage door open?
What happened?
Now there's only 1 kitten left.
Here's your knife back.
Thanks.
Oh, where could the kittens be going?
The drain.
Drain.
The one that runs under the yard. How long has that cover been off?
I don't know. Go get the pickaxe and shovel before it's too late.
Yeah.
Natalie, is that you? Oh, hi. That must be here somewhere.
No, it isn't.
I don't even know what I'm looking for. Natalie, are you in the kitchen? Say, did you happen to see a scrap of paper about so big with some writing on it? What's that?
What does it look like?
No. It was a piece of paper with some notes for an editorial I'm writing about reducing the sales tax, and I What in the world are you going to do with that?
Well, I'm not going to drink it.
What?
A piece of paper with some writing on it.
Yeah. Did you see it anywhere?
No. But, Martin, while you're here, do you know what just flew into my head?
Natalie, I'll put those screens up the first thing next week.
No. I was talking about an idea that I just had. Something that I think will help Ross develop a sense of responsibility.
Oh, what is it?
Well, if we want Ross to develop a sense of responsibility, he's got to have something to be responsible for.
Can't beat that logic. Well, what do you have in mind?
Oh, I don't know. Just anything.
All right. What is it? Animal, vegetable, or mineral?
Martin, an animal would be a very good idea.
How many more questions do I get?
Oh, Martin, I think you're right. You know, a pet might be just the thing. Something like, I don't know. Maybe a cat. Oh, you don't have to make up your mind now, Martin. Why don't you just think about it?
I have a strange feeling you've already made my mind up for me. Say, I just have to think of something.
Where are you going?
Well, I came into the pantry a little while ago to get some lighter fluid, and I might have left the paper in there.
Oh, no, you didn't. I was just in there, and I didn't see it.
Would it be all right with you if I looked in the car? I think I might have done some scribbling while I was waiting for a red light.
Why don't you look, Martin?
Thank you.
Oh, come here, little kitten. Oh, hello, sweetheart. Did you miss Natalie? Yes, you did. Of course you did. Oh, you don't have to worry about him. He growls a lot, but he doesn't bite.
Oh, gee, you startled me, Kat.
Just by walking into the kitchen?
Gee, what do you want, dear?
Well, Natalie, you know Uncle Martin pretty well. And, well, I was wondering, does he still feel...
Yes, dear?
Never mind, I think I'll think it over and ask you later. Oh, I think I'll have some milk.
Why don't you have it up in your room?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Did you want a glass?
No, I have a little dish that'll be just perfect.
Was it in the car?
Well, I never really got a chance to look because, say, you know, Natalie, I got to thinking about that suggestion of yours, about getting a pet for Ross.
Oh, I really think it would do him a lot of good.
Oh, I think so too, Nat. And a cat really wouldn't be much trouble. I mean, especially a little kitten.
Well, a little kitten's exactly what I had in mind.
You did? Good. That's fine, because I just found the cutest little kitten in the world. Look at that.
How did he get out of the pantry?
What? Well, whose cat is that?
Oh, it's mine. I mean, it's Ross's.
Natalie? Oh, Uncle... Whose is that?
Well, it's mine.
And that?
This one's mine.
What? Oh, my.
I'm confused.
Well, I'm not. Just think about it for a minute. The sound of babies crying all over the place. Patty and Ross sneaking in and out of the house the last 2 days.
And the way the milk's been disappearing?
Mm-hmm.
They were hiding them.
Oh, isn't that funny? They were afraid to ask if they could keep them. They didn't think you'd approve.
Now, wait a minute. You're not going to palm off 3 kittens on me.
We can't keep them?
Well, you said that we could keep one.
Yeah, that's right. 1.
Oh, thank you, Uncle Martin.
Oh, well, now, wait a minute, Kathy. If we can only keep one, I think it should be this one. He has such personality.
Oh, but did you see the twinkle in this one's eyes?
Yeah, well, wait a minute. I think this one is the healthiest of the 3. Oh, there's the door.
Oh, but this one is so agreeable. Look. Oh, doesn't he look like he's smiling?
Did you notice the white paws on this one? It makes him look like he has mittens.
Feel this one's fur. It's soft as silk.
Did you see the twinkle?
Oh, look at that smile.
Yeah, but feel his fur. Oh, I'll get that.
Natalie, I don't know if you noticed, but this one is a female.
Oh, but Kathy, if we're going to keep one, it should be this one. He's so cute and agreeable.
You, Mr. Lane?
Yes?
That's my son, Ralphie. He, sold some kittens to your daughter and your son.
There they are, Pop. They said they ran away, but they didn't. See, they got my kittens.
Your kittens?
You said you was gonna get them back, Pop. Get them back.
No, wait just a minute.
You ask me, I think your kids took advantage of Ralphie. That's what they did. I mean, a kid his age, they ought to be ashamed. That's what they are.
Well, no, I don't...
What do they care they break a kid's heart? I can tell you something. If they was my kids, I'd break something of theirs, all right. I can sure tell you that.
Well, now, wait a minute. Let's just calm down here a second and tell me what this is all about. Now, you say that my son and daughter bought some cats from your boy?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, did they force him to sell?
No, but...
And there was an exchange of cash?
Yeah?
Well, then I can tell you, even though I'm not a lawyer, that that's as good as a contract.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. But you see, Ralphie here bought those kittens back. And he gave your kids some money, and that's an exchange of cash, right? Even though you're not a lawyer?
Well, Is that you, Ross?
No, it's me, Dad.
Do you know where Ross is?
I'm right here.
Oh, well, come in here a minute.
Oh, sure, just as soon as I go upstairs and wash.
No, wait a minute. I've got something to tell you. What have you two been up to?
Well, we haven't been up to anything.
No, it's more like down.
My goodness, you two look like you've been out digging ditches.
You know something? You're psychic.
Dad, as long as we're talking, you know the drain that runs under the front yard?
What about it?
Well, is it very difficult to replace?
Why do you ask?
Well, never mind. You said you wanted to tell Ross something.
Oh, yeah. That little boy Ralphie and his father were by.
Oh, boy.
Dad, I swear I don't know where those 3 kittens went to.
Oh, there's nothing to worry about now, dear. It's all straightened out.
It is? Mm-hmm. How?
We compromised. Ralphie took 2, and we took 1.
Are you talking about dollars?
Nope. Kittens.
You mean you finally got over that French poodle?
Well, your mother and I decided it was a good idea for Ross to have a kitten.
That's right.
What for?
To give you some sense of responsibility.
Now, wait a minute. You aren't going to stick me with a cat. Every time it does something, it'll be my fault.
Now, wait a minute, Ross.
Ross, there you are. Surprise.
Kathy, set him down here on the floor so Ross can see the trick I taught him.
Oh, boy.
Martin, I don't think you have to teach a cat to lick its paws.
See the little mittens he has, Ross?
And that wonderful little smile.
And feel his fur. It's soft as silk.
Patty, did you see his eyes? Aren't they precious? They should be. They cost $1.50 a piece.
Dad, look at him play with the paper.
Yeah. Isn't he cute?
I guess it's time to feed him, huh?
No, I gave him some milk about an hour ago.
Oh, dear. So did I.
Me too. We're going to wind up with a pretty fat cat.
I thought this cat was for my sense of responsibility.
Isn't that cute, Martin? Look at him play with the paper.
Uh-huh.
Hey, wait a minute. What's on that paper?
Let's see, some writing, figures.
My algebra paper. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Come on, kitty. Give it back. Come on. Come on, give it back. Come on.
Come on, Patty. Where's your sense of humor?
Swell. Swell.
She's just trying to get an education, that's all.
Come on, Pat. The cat was just having fun.
Oh, sure. Hey, wait a minute. This isn't my algebra.
What is it?
I don't know. It says something about reduced sales tax. 1, burden on low incomes. 2.
Oh, no. Wait a minute. Those are the notes from my editorial. Oh, no. Look, he's torn them.
Dad, where's your sense of humor?
Here's Kathy, who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square. But Patty's only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy pair, but they're cousins, identical cousins, and you'll find they laugh alike, they walk alike, at times they even talk alike. You can lose
thinking about?
Me? Nothing.
Come on, you must be thinking about something.
Well, actually, I was thinking if you wanted any popcorn, it's almost gone.
Richard, I don't know how you can eat popcorn after that big dinner we had at Sally and Bob's.
That was over an hour ago. Here.
You know, every time I think of Sally and Bob married, I can't believe it. Well, they only graduated last year.
Yeah, and everybody said it wouldn't last because they were too young. How long have they been married now?
Over 6 months.
It shows you how wrong people can be.
Yeah. You know what I like best about the apartment? Those wild polka-dotted curtains Sally made. I thought they were the grooviest.
Yeah, the whole apartment's groovy.
And it'll be even groovier when they get furniture.
It's gotta be. Patty, I've got something I've got to tell you.
Yes, Richard?
Ever since we left Sally and Bob's, I've had this, funny feeling.
Yeah?
At first, I thought it was that terrible meatloaf Sally made. But then I realized it was something else. We're not getting any younger.
I know.
And we're going to graduate soon, and then what's going to happen to us?
I guess you'll go to college, and so will I.
Right. And we'll meet other people, and we'll get interested in them, and they'll get interested in us, and before you know it, we'll lose touch with each other.
Could be.
Well, I don't want that to happen.
Neither do I.
So you know what I think we ought to do?
Rich, if you say we ought to drop each other a line now and then, I'll strangle you.
Well, maybe you think I've flipped, and maybe I have. And if you want to laugh, that's all right, too. But I've got to get this off my chest before it kills me. Let's get married.
Married?
Oh, forget it. I knew you'd laugh.
I'm not laughing, Richard. Don't go. Don't go.
You mean you will? Oh, I'm so happy. I don't know what to say.
Richard, there are times when words aren't necessary.
You're right. Patty?
Yeah?
Pass the popcorn.
Meet Kathy, who lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square. But Patty's only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy pair. But they're cousins, identical cousins all the way. One pair of matching bookends, different as night and day.
Where Kathy adores a minuet,
The ballet russe and crepe Suzette. Our Patty loves to rock and roll, a hot dog makes her lose control. What a wild duet, still they're cousins, identical cousins, and you'll find they laugh alike, they walk alike, at times they even talk alike. You can lose your mind when cousins are two of a kind.
Oh, hi, honey.
Hi.
Did you have a nice time?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I was having a hard time getting to sleep, so I thought I'd better make myself some warm milk. It's a great sedative, you know.
Dad, I have something to discuss with you.
Okay.
Well, don't you think that cookies and milk will ruin your diet?
Honey, I haven't gained any weight in years. And you have something on your mind besides milk and cookies now, don't you?
Uh-huh.
Well, what is it?
Well, do you think college is important for a girl?
Well, it depends on the girl.
Well, what I mean is, a girl gets married, and then what good is her degree? Isn't it more important for a person to do what he feels he has to do?
We still talking about this girl?
Yeah. What I'm trying to say is, life is short enough, and I don't want to put it off 4 more years. I want to come to grips with it now.
Okay. How?
Well, I just wanted to start you thinking about it. Good night, sleep well.
A lot of good this is going to do me now. Hello? Oh, all right, yeah, fine, put her on. Hello, Nat.
I'm not disturbing you, am I?
No. I was just, thinking.
Oh, you poor thing, up all night. How do you feel?
Fine, fine. What is it, Nat?
Well, I was thinking about that talk that Patty had with you last night. I think I know what it is.
You do?
I found this booklet hidden under her bed. It's on nursing as a career.
She wants to be a nurse?
Well, I don't know. If she does, she's sure going to have to learn to dust under a bed.
The only thing I don't understand, Nat, is why is she having such a hard time telling us about it?
Maybe she'll tell us tonight.
Mom, Dad, I have something to tell you.
Yes, Patty.
Well, it's something that isn't very easy to tell.
Yes, Patty?
In fact, it's impossible to tell.
Patty. Wait a minute, honey. Now, I think I can be of some help to you. Your mother and I already know what you're trying to say.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
How'd you find out?
Oh, what's the difference, dear? We did. And we approve.
Well, let's just say if it's what you really want to do, we certainly won't object to it.
Oh, Dad, I've got the greatest parents in the world.
Honey, you're sure now this is what you want?
Oh, yeah, Mom, and I don't think I'm too young.
Oh, I'd say you're just the right age.
You know, you've got hidden depth. I thought you'd flip when you heard about it. I mean, I know you wanted me to go to college.
Well, what you have in mind is just another way of getting an education.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. You sure you're not upset?
Honey, I can't wait to see you all in white.
I can't wait either.
Patty, I just want you to realize one thing. Now, I don't want you to go into this with a lot of romantic notions, you know, about dedicating yourself to all mankind.
Well, not all mankind.
Because basically, it's a lot of hard work.
Well, I know that, Dad, but I thought I should keep a few romantic notions, don't you?
Well, your father's right, dear. After all, you should know what you're getting into. You know, it's not only hard work, it's long hours.
And a lot of night work.
What?
That's right. You know, you're not going to have very much time for dates.
Dates? I wasn't planning on having any dates.
Well, a date every now and then wouldn't hurt.
I don't believe it.
You have to have some relaxation.
You spend a day making beds, taking temperatures, collecting bedpans.
Bedpans? You make it sound like I'm going to be a nurse.
Well, aren't you?
No. Whatever gave you an idea like that?
Well, this booklet that your mother found in your room.
I sent away for that when I was 10.
Why did you hide it under your bed?
I wasn't hiding it. I put it under the bed to keep it from rocking.
Oh.
Well, Patty, would you mind telling us what it is you're trying to tell us?
Okay. You know Richard Harrison, don't you?
You vaguely. He's the boy you've been going with for 5 years, right?
That's the one. That's him. The point is, The point is...
Yes?
I'll get it.
Hi.
Could you meet me in the backyard, please?
What's the matter?
Nothing. It's just that, well, it's so nice and warm out there and it's so chilly in here. Hi.
What a night, huh?
I'll say.
All those stars?
Oh, you mean out here? Yeah, it's a gas.
Well?
Well, what?
Well, what did your folks say when you told them?
Oh, they, naturally, they, what'd your folks say?
I didn't have the nerve to tell them.
Oh, Richard.
Patty, it's a lot rougher for me than for you. After you're gone, they still have Kathy and Ross. But when I leave, who have my folks got? Just each other. Oh, it'll be a terrible shock to them.
What are we sitting here gossiping for? It's such a beautiful evening. Let's enjoy it.
Okay.
Tired?
Well, I didn't get much sleep last night. You know, after we decided.
Neither did I. You know what I kept saying over and over again to myself, and I couldn't believe it?
What?
Mrs. Richard Harrison.
I always thought my name was pretty ordinary. But with a Mrs. in front, it really sounds better.
Of course, it's what's up front that counts.
Well, I guess I better shove off, huh?
Yeah, if you're going to talk to your folks in the morning, you'll need all the rest you can get.
Yeah. I'll see you tomorrow.
And tomorrow and tomorrow.
You know it. Good night, love bug.
Good night, sweet Richard.
Hey, You never did tell me what your folks said.
Oh, well, it would take too long, Rich, and you need your rest. Good night.
All right.
This is Richard Harrison.
I couldn't wait to see you.
Oh, give me your thing.
Oh, why bother? Boy, you sure are lovely.
Well, I always try to look my best for you. Richard, please, not in front of the children.
How are the kids?
Oh, they're fine. Can't you hear the babble of their tiny little voices?
Sweetest music this side of heaven.
Patricia, guess who's here?
Would you look at that kid? Is she something else?
What do you expect? You're her father.
Did you bring me anything?
Close your eyes. Put out your hands.
What is it?
A doll.
It is.
Rich, you shouldn't have spent all that money.
Oh, don't worry. I got it as a prize in a gum machine. Well, what do you say?
Where's the gum?
Isn't that cute? Where's the gum?
Another rough day, dear?
You know it.
Oh, well, I'll get your slippers and your pipe.
Thank you.
Your pipe? And your slippers.
What did you do today?
Oh, the usual. I watched TV all morning, and then I went downtown and I had lunch with Sally and the other married ladies. And then we played bridge, and then, I hope you won't mind, but I went on a little shopping spree.
Out spending my hard-earned money, huh?
Yes, but I bought 2 lovely things I know you'll like. Now, if you think they're too expensive, I can always take them back.
Oh, no, no. I only wish I could afford to buy you more of them.
Oh, I'm so lucky I married you.
No, I'm the one with all the luck.
Oh, hi.
It's late, darling. Time to go to bed.
Mom,
Hmm?
I want to thank you
For what?
for making me take piano lessons.
Patty, I'm so happy for you. Thanks, Sally. I wanted you to be the first to know. I mean, if you and Bob hadn't invited us to dinner, this never would have happened. Tell me, Sally, did you have trouble telling your parents?
Yeah, but it all works out.
Yeah, I guess so.
Sure. My mom doesn't even cry anymore when Bob's name's mentioned. Have you set the date yet?
No, but after graduation, of course. Hey, look, are you in a hurry? I have a million things to ask you.
Oh, I gotta be downtown at 4.
Oh, you got plenty of time. I made some notes. Oh, yeah. How many bridesmaids did you have? There was me and Monica and Lois. 6. That's right. Oh, what? I saw some great compacts. Do you think those would be good gifts for the girls? And at a church wedding, can you have an orchestra or do you have to use the organ? And do you think it would be better to have the reception at the church or at home?
Patty, can I make a suggestion?
Sure.
Why don't you have a simple wedding and save the money?
Save it? For what?
For what? You're kidding. Wait till you're married, you won't ask. Do you know if Bob and I had the money that Dad spent on 1 case of champagne, it'd save our lives?
Sally, are you having financial troubles?
I'm not. Bob is. You know, he's about as good at handling money as I am with intercontinental ballistic missiles.
Oh, really?
Oh, don't misunderstand me. Bob's a living doll. Boy, I'd rather be married to him than anyone else in the world. If I have to be married. It's just that, oh, I don't know, one day you're sitting there and you're young and pretty, and all the boys are chasing after you. And your only problem is which cologne to use. And then you get married, and all you smell from is bacon fat.
Are you sorry you got married?
Me? Not for a second.
You mean you do it all over again?
In a second. But I'd wait a few years. Don't pay any attention to me. I mean, I just feel like this today. Tomorrow I'll wake up and face the world with a whole new... No, I won't. I've got the bathroom and kitchen floors to do tomorrow. Oh, Patty, look, I've got to cut out. Listen, do me a favor.
Sure, Sally.
Forget everything I said.
Oh, yeah, sure. Thanks for coming by.
Anytime.
What are you doing home so early?
I couldn't wait to see you. Boy, you look lovely.
I always try to look my best for you. Give me a thing.
Why bother?
Please, not in front of the children.
Yeah, the kids. How are they?
Oh, they're fine. Can't you hear the babble of their tiny little voices?
Yeah, the sweetest music this side of heaven.
Tricia! Guess who's here? Blah! Darling.
Look at that kid. Is she something else?
What do you expect? You're a father. Did you bring me anything?
Yeah, close your eyes and put out your hands.
What is it?
A doll.
This? Richard, you shouldn't have spent all that money.
Don't worry, don't worry. Got it as a prize in a gum machine. Well, what do you say?
Where's the gum?
Isn't that cute? Where's the gum?
Your slippers and your pipe.
What did you do today?
Oh, the usual. I watched TV in the morning. Then I went downtown and had lunch with Sally and some of the other married ladies. And then I went on a shopping spree.
Oh, out spending my hard-earned money, huh?
Yeah, but I bought two lovely things I'm sure you'll like. Now, if you think they're too expensive, I can always take them back.
No, no. I only wish I could afford to buy you more.
Oh, I'm so lucky I married you.
No, I'm the one with all the luck.
Patty.
Oh, hi.
Patty, your mother and I think we finally figured out what you've been trying to tell us.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You and Richard want to get married.
Married? Where'd you ever get a ridiculous idea like that?
Oh, hi, Bob.
I've been looking for you. I need to ask you something.
I want to ask you a few questions, too. When you and Sally decided to get married, was it rough telling your parents?
No, not at all. I just shouldn't have told my mother while she was driving the car.
Well, what happened?
A 7-car pileup. Hey, listen, I need a favor. I hate to ask you, but I've just got to.
What is it?
Well, would you be willing to ask your dad about obtaining a loan for me from his bank?
You want a loan?
I don't want one. I've got to have one. Well, I told Sally, take it easy at first. But you know how women are. They know as much about finances as I know about, intercontinental ballistic missiles.
You mean Sally's extravagant?
I wouldn't say that. She just likes to spend money. I don't want you to get the idea I'm knocking marriage. I'm not. It's just that I think a guy ought to live it up a little bit before he gets himself tied down.
Live it up?
Yeah. You know, get out and see things. Like me. I always wanted to go around the world in a boat, you know, and find fame and fortune. If I'd have done that instead of getting married, well, I'd have more money, be older, I'd be smarter, and I wouldn't have gotten married.
You wouldn't have?
Well, I wouldn't have rushed into it without thinking, that's for sure.
Oh.
I don't want you to get the idea I'm knocking marriage, because I'm not. You know, Sally's the greatest. And what a cook, huh? How about that meatloaf she made the other night?
Yeah.
Would you believe it, the first time she made it, I couldn't eat it? Well, she's come a long way. Well, you'll ask your dad about the loan?
Oh, sure.
Good. Thanks so much. What else do you want to ask me?
Nothing, Bob. I think that about covers it.
I gotta split. So I'll be talking to you. And thanks.
You want to back out, don't you?
Hmm? Why do you say that?
Because it's cold out here and you're perspiring.
Yeah, well, if anybody's trying to back out, it's you.
All right, let me ask you a simple question. Do you want to get married or don't you?
Oh, gee, Patty, I don't know why you got your back up.
I asked you a simple question. Do you or don't you?
Oh, I certainly don't want to marry somebody who's got their back up.
Richard, do you know what you are?
Now, let's not start calling names.
It's not a name. It's just a colorful description. You're the lowest.
Hey, kids!
Rich, I'm glad I finally tracked you down. Hi, Patty. I'm sorry to interrupt. Did you talk to your dad?
I won't need to now.
No, I mean about the loan.
Oh, no, but I will.
Well, I need it twice as much now and twice as bad.
Why?
Well, Sally was at the doctor's yesterday, and he told her we're going to be a mommy. I mean, she's going to be a mommy. Isn't that something else?
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
That's great, Bob. Sally must be flying.
She's on cloud 9. Me too. Well, first thing is we're going to have to get a bigger apartment, which will mean higher rent. Then there's the doctor and the hospital and the practical nurse and all the other things for the boy. Baby, or whatever it is.
Wow, the bills, huh?
Yeah, but so what? I just got a raise and I'll get another one. Or I'll get another job. One thing for sure is Sally's going to have the best, and so is that boy. The baby. Listen to me, I don't even know what I'm saying. Well, I got to get over and tell my folks they are really going to flip. They've just been waiting for a grandson. Grandboy. Grandchild. Well, listen, you'll ask your dad about the loan?
Oh, sure.
Thanks, buddy. Oh, I want to tell you kids something. I mean this very sincerely. If you're thinking about marriage, don't hesitate. Believe me, it's the greatest. Later.
Well, he's really out of his tree, isn't he?
Yeah, they'll be putting a cradle in it soon.
I'm sorry, Patty.
That's okay, Rich.
I don't know what happened to us. Do you?
Yeah, I think we lost our nerve.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
That's okay. I don't mind waiting until we get it back. You know, every time I think of Sally and Bob, I could just cry. So young and saddled with all those problems.
Yeah, those poor kids.
And every time I think of how close we came to making that same mistake.
You're not kidding.
You know, Rich, it's lucky for you that I'm mature enough to realize a mistake before I make it.
Are you saying I'm not mature?
No. You're mature, but in a different way. You know, it's your own special kind of maturity.
Oh, what's that supposed to mean?
Rich, everybody knows that girls mature faster than boys.
Yeah, well, I happen to think I'm just as mature as you are, if not more so.
You think you're more mature than me?
Yeah.
Pardon me while I laugh.
Well, just ask anybody who knows us. Ask my mother.
There's no point in continuing it. Your mother thinks I'm immature?
Oh, no, wait a minute.
Certainly glad I found that out in time.
Patty?
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Pass the popcorn, please.
Gladly.
What a crazy pair, but they're cousins, identical cousins, and you'll find they laugh alike, they walk alike, at times they even talk alike. You can lose your mind when cousins are two of a kind.
Hey, what's Chuck Farrell's car doing in front of our house? I wonder if he stopped on purpose or just broke down. You know, he's awfully shy, but I knew he'd come over. Nope, I better cool it. I don't want to scare him away. You mean he's that shy? Oh, Kathy, I'm a mess. I better go change. You look as good as that car does. Kathy, close that. I've been hoping all semester he'd notice me. And then today in the cafeteria, I dropped my ice cream and we started talking. Where did you drop it? Fortunately, on his apple pie. Oh, I see. It was a la mode at first sight. Yeah. Then one thing led to another, and then he asked me if I teach him the frug, and here he is. Only where is he? It's funny I don't see him. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine, and you?
Fine.
Who is it?
Patty Lane.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Patty, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
You know that place you were telling me about down at the beach, where all the kids go dancing?
Gaga Go-Go?
Yeah, well, I was kind of thinking of going there tonight, except I got a little problem.
Oh, don't worry. You can always go Dutch.
No, it's not the money. But I gotta mow our lawn and do some work in the garden, and if I do, I won't get these wheels fixed by tonight. So I was wondering, do you think I could hire your brother to mow our lawn?
Oh, sure. He'll be glad to.
Well, I can only pay him about 50 cents an hour.
Oh, that's okay. Ross is always looking for a way to make money, and he'll be glad to help us out. You. The lawn. I'll go tell him. Ask him.
Meet Kathy, who lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square. But Patty's only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy pair. Thought they're cousins, identical cousins all the way. One pair of matching bookends, different as night and day.
Where Kathy adores a minuet.
The ballet russe and crepe Suzette. Our Patty loves to rock and roll, a hot dog makes her lose control. What a wild duet. Still they're cousins, identical cousins, and you'll find they laugh alike, they walk alike, at times they even talk alike. You can lose your mind when cousins are two of a kind.
Ross, can I talk to you a minute? Isn't he something else, Kath? I don't know. All I can see are his feet. Look, I have to get Ross to mow the lawn so that he can take me dancing. Oh, he asked you? Well, not really. He's too shy to ask, but figure it out. I mean, of all the houses around here, why did he pick ours to break down in front of? What about Richard? Richard and I are taking sabbaticals. We both feel we need a new point of view. Where are you going?
Forget it. Whenever you get a new point of view, nobody's safe.
Oh, Ross! Ross, wait. How would you like to earn some money?
You spoke?
Chuck Farrell would like you to mow his lawn.
You mean manual labor?
Oh, come on, Ross. It'd be a big favor to me, and it's a nice neighborly thing to do for the Farrells.
What do you mean neighborly? The Farrells live 15 blocks from here.
You're exaggerating. They don't live more than 3/4 of a mile.
I know exactly where they live because there's a girl next door named Fowler. And boy, is she a hang-up.
So what? You wouldn't be mowing her lawn.
You don't know her. She'd bring her lawn over to where I was.
I'm a little level with you. If Chuck doesn't get somebody to mow his lawn, he won't be able to take me dancing tonight.
Oh, so you're the neighbor I'm supposed to help. How much?
50 cents an hour?
50 cents an hour. Do you realize that the federal minimum wage is $1.50 plus all the soda you can drink?
Please, Ross.
Forget it. I'm not going to get mixed up with that Fowler girl for 50 cents an hour. My life's spooky enough now.
What am I going to tell Chuck, that I've been shot down by my own brother? Well, I better tell him. He's gone. Gone? Oh, boy. How am I going to teach him the frug back tonight? Patty, he didn't ask you to go dancing. Well, he as much as asked me, I could tell. How? By the expression on his feet? Come on, Kathy, help me. Who am I going to get to mow Chuck's lawn? I haven't the slightest idea. How about Richard? Patty. Yeah, I guess that would be a little depraved. Well, I guess if worse came to worse, I could always do it myself. You're not serious. Why not? You're going to start chasing a man with a lawnmower?
Dad, have you got time for a heart-to-heart talk?
Is it about your allowance?
No.
Then I'm at your disposal.
How would you feel about my dropping French?
See, I didn't even know you were taking it.
Well, that's the point. I'm not taking it.
Maybe we ought to talk about your allowance.
Dad, let me explain. You see, it's an experiment that they ask for volunteers for. You know, guinea pigs. French ones.
Oh, well, French is a very interesting language. Why do you want to drop it?
Well, it isn't the language. It's where they teach it in that old wing. No wonder I get sinking spells.
Sinking spells?
Yeah, whenever my teacher calls on me. Let me explain, Dad. You see, the ceiling's all cracked.
Well, now, that old wing didn't bother you when you were taking metal shop in it.
Yeah, but how was I to know that when they asked for volunteers, everybody but me would be girls?
Oh, it's women. I thought it was cracks in the ceiling.
It is. Those cracks are the only place I can look and be comfortable. When I just walk into class, you should see them giggle.
Ross, I'm surprised at you. I should think having all girls in the class would be an attraction.
Well, that's at your age, not at mine.
Dad, you want on the phone?
So which would you rather your son be, Dad? A dropout or a blackout? Hello? And what good is French? We're not even at war with him.
Ross, I'll make a deal with you. If you mow Chuck's grass, I'll talk to Dad about letting you drop French.
How?
I'll just come right out and say I think it's shaking you up.
Oh, you've noticed it?
Of course. And I'll tell him that I think it could do something to you permanently.
You ask me, it already has. What makes you think he'll listen to you?
Remember the time you said you were too young to see that movie and I convinced him your mind was already too far gone to be warped?
I don't know what's going to happen to my mind if I stay in that French class. You think you could swing it?
But of course. Sorry. Well, is it a deal?
If only that Fowler girl didn't live next door to Chuck. I can't make up my mind.
Well, take your choice, Ross. Would you like to face one girl or a whole class full?
It's a deal.
Good. Oh, Dad, look, can I talk to you about Ross for a second?
Patty, you and your brother are going to have to learn to get along with each other.
Oh, we're getting along just groovy.
Isn't that groovily?
Huh?
No, forget it.
Look, Dad, frankly, I'm worried about Ross.
Why?
Well, haven't you noticed how shy he's gotten lately?
This is your brother, Ross, you're talking about?
Daddy has a phobia about anything in skirts.
Oh, well, that shouldn't be a problem. Practically no girls wear skirts anymore. And there's so little to the ones they do wear that they shouldn't bother anybody.
That's the point. It wouldn't bother anybody but Ross. Dad, that French class really has him in a flap.
Oh, it's the French class.
Yeah, and if you want my opinion, I think he's in way over his head. And to leave him floundering there is like watching your own son drown in a language he can't even understand.
Ross asked you to talk to me about this?
No. No, it was my own self-observation. And frankly, Dad, I think the best thing in the world you could
Honey,
do...
tell me something. Are you going on a picnic with one of your classes?
No. This is for Ross.
All this?
Yeah. Well, there might be someone else in the neighborhood where he's working who's hungry.
But mainly you're doing it for Ross.
Mainly, yeah.
You know what I think every man should have?
What's that?
A sister as nice as you.
But, Dad, you haven't answered me about Ross.
Oh, well, I'll think it over. And if that phone call is for me, I'll be back in an hour.
Oh, but... Hello?
Hi, am I out of French?
Ross, where are you?
I'm at Chuck's. Am I out?
Not yet, but I'm working on it.
Well, I just thought of something you could kind of point out to Dad. Tell him that if I drop French, I can spend a lot more time on the English language, which I've really been neglecting.
Look, Ross, I'm taking care of French. You take care of the grass.
Don't worry, I am. And I hope you know what a sacrifice I'm making for you. Boy, that Fowler girl who lives next door.
What about her?
All I can say is, oh, boy.
Well, just ignore her.
Oh, that's the problem. She's not the kind of girl who lets herself be ignored.
Look, Ross, if you do a good job on Chuck's lawn, I promise I'll be doing the same with Dad. Okay? Goodbye.
What's so funny?
You.
You kindly flake off?
This happens to be my driveway, you know. Ross! What are you doing? You're supposed to be mowing.
Excuse me, I stopped to breathe.
Oh, boy, if Chuck comes out and finds you resting, he's gonna flip.
Who's resting? Do you realize what I've been going through around here?
What do you mean?
Oh, never mind. Have you got me out of the French class yet?
Well, Dad's right on the edge. I just have to give him a little push. Where's Chuck?
What are you doing here anyway? Why don't you go home and push?
Oh, gee, you're sweet, Ross. After I went to all that trouble to see that you don't go hungry. Chuck in the house?
I haven't even seen him.
Oh. Well, you better have some lunch.
No, I want to finish this front part before that Fowler girl makes a return trip. She goes by here every 15 minutes on the quarter hour, and she's making a wreck out of me.
Why do you even look at her?
You mean I should do this with my eyes closed? I'm telling you, it's the same way in that French class. Everywhere I look, I'm surrounded.
Oh, Ross. What I'd like to know is where's Chuck? There he is. Here you go.
Oh, hi.
Hi, how are you?
Fine. You?
Oh, fine.
Patty?
Yeah. Look, Chuck, I hope my brother's doing a good job for you. I say I hope...
Small wrench. Man, I wish you could see how this kingpin here is hardly worn. And has it been under longitudinal stress?
Longitudinal, huh?
Yeah. Boy, isn't that something?
Oh, I'll say. How would you like a ham salad sandwich?
Sure.
Oh, good. I thought I'd pack a little something for my brother, and as long as I was packing, I figured, why not pack something for you so you wouldn't have to stop working? I mean, I know you wanted to get that car finished so you could go dancing tonight.
Right.
How about a hard-boiled egg?
Oh.
What's the matter?
That egg wasn't hard-boiled.
It wasn't?
No. In fact, it wasn't boiled at all.
Sorry about that hard-boiled egg that wasn't hard-boiled.
Oh, that's okay.
Would you like something to drink?
Sure.
Root beer, lemon, or ginger ale?
Root beer.
One root beer, coming under.
Pliers.
What? Say, Chuck, I want to get something straight. When you were in front of my house this morning, did I understand you to say that you wanted to get the car finished so you could go dancing at Gaga Go-Go tonight?
That's right.
Oh, well, at least I understood. Well, tell me, is this your first time to Gaga Go-Go?
Yep.
Oh, well, it should be fun for you and, whoever you go-go with. Hello.
Holy chrysanthemum.
Do you need an extra pair of glasses to see where you're going?
Will you get back in your tree?
Would you like a pickle?
You bet.
Okay. 2 pickles and a gherkin coming under.
Man, this kingpin can really take the vibration. That's a test for metal, you know, vibration.
Hey, speaking of vibration.
Hey, that's wild.
It's the beasts, aren't they, the end? Wouldn't you like to come out of there and stretch your bones a little?
I haven't got time. Don't forget, you promised to teach me the frug.
Teacher, you're doing it.
Who, me? The frug?
Sure, and if you can do it under there, doing it on your feet will be a cinch.
Patty, come here. What's happened? Oh, boy. Come here. Come.
What's the matter?
I'm telling you right now, I'm quitting.
You can't quit at a time. Oh, Ross, what happened?
The Fowler girl, look what she did to me.
She pushed you?
Pushed me. She did a lot worse than that to me.
Well, what was it?
I don't know. I've never had anybody do anything like this to me before.
Oh, look at these flowers. I've never been so humiliated in my life.
You've never been. How do you think I feel? Shh. I tell you, I can't take that girl anymore.
You'd rather take French than her?
And that's another thing. You're not doing anything about getting me out of that French class. All you're doing is sitting around killing time with Chuck.
And all you're doing is goofing. You're always goofing.
Okay, if that's your attitude.
Oh, I didn't mean it.
That's okay. But just remember, the second main reason I'm here is to help you out.
I said I was sorry. Look, Ross, Chuck is dying to finish that car so he can take me dancing tonight. I promised to go home and work on Dad if you'll finish the lawn and please fix these flower beds.
All right. If that Fowler girl goes by again, just once more.
Don't let her bug you. Just stick out your chin and keep mowing. You don't know what this French class is doing to Ross. He mows down flower beds. He sees an ordinary girl and he shakes all over.
I thought you said he was shy.
Well, doesn't that prove it?
No, my dear. The shy do not stay to shake. They run. And when I first met your mother, she made me shake, but I didn't run, did I?
No, I did.
After you met her, did you mow down flower beds?
Oh, I walked through a flower bed.
My own mother's flower bed.
And once at a picnic, I even walked on your mother. Natalie, how do you feel about this?
Well, I don't really know what to think.
Well, Ross says that at night he can't see anything but cracks in the ceiling and girls, and it's supposed to be ruining him socially. And Patty claims that it's destroying his morale, and quite frankly, it's not doing much for mine.
Well, we'll have to talk about it.
Well, could you talk about it now? Because I want to call him and report.
Patty, stop pressing.
Well, could I tell him you're thinking seriously about letting him drop French?
You can tell him we're going to discuss it.
Okay. But while you're discussing it, will you think seriously about it?
Patty?
I'm not pressing. Will you?
Well, now look what you've done. Well, don't you sit there and get some help.
Well, do you want an umbrella?
What's going on, an umbrella doing, stupid? Patty will kill me. Well, look, go get Chuck. Tell him no matter how busy he is, bring a wrench.
A wrench?
Yeah, so I can turn off the water every time I pass.
Was Ross still working at Chuck's? No, he wasn't even there. Don't tell me Chuck was finishing the lawn. No, he wasn't there either. He must have been. Patty, I'm telling you, he wasn't. The strangest thing is, his whole front lawn was underwater. Are you sure you had the right house? Of course I'm sure. Oh, boy, what has that hang-up brother of mine done now? Chuck will never speak to me again.
Martin, I'm worried.
Natalie, will you calm down? Say, what did Chuck's mother say?
She said Chuck wasn't home and she didn't know where he'd gone.
No, I mean, what did she say about Ross?
To tell you the truth, she wasn't terribly polite.
Well, never mind that. Your uncle's already talked to her about repairing the sprinkler and fixing the flower bed. Has she seen Ross at all?
Not since early this afternoon.
Natalie, will you quit worrying? He'll probably come home.
I dare him to come home.
By the way, Nat, when you were up in his room, were all his things there?
Martin.
I'm just kidding. You know, he's probably out front right now, just trying to get up enough courage to come in.
He better not come in.
Patty. Is he there?
No, he's not.
What did I tell you?
Did Chuck's mother say whether or not he had any plans for tonight? No, Patty, I'm sorry, she didn't. Oh. Well, that's okay with me. I mean, you just think a person would let another person know whether he is or isn't going. No, all he can talk about is screwdrivers and wrenches and destroy stress. I don't know, some kind of stress for his kingfish. I just hope I never see him again. You mean you hope you never see his feet again? Very comical. How would you like to spend all morning making sandwiches and shoving them under a car and never know whether they were finally eaten or run over? And frankly, as much as I love you, I wish we had separate rooms.
was that all about?
Oh, I suppose she's awfully sensitive about Chuck's feet, so I shouldn't have placed her on.
Kath, I think that's put her on.
Listen, suppose we just forget about Chuck and start thinking about Ross.
You're right, Aunt Natalie.
Now, where in the... Ross, where have you been?
Oh, Mom, don't ask me.
Are you all right?
What happened?
Don't ask me.
Well, let's get him some dinner and then ask questions.
Dinner? I couldn't eat now.
Why not?
I've already had my dinner.
You've had it? Where?
Oh, please don't make me tell you.
Now, Ross, just a minute. You simmer down, son. Now, what's this all about?
That Fowler girl. You know her mother made me go into their house to get dry?
Made you?
Yeah. And you know, your paper ought to run an editorial on hidden water sprinklers. They're a hazard, you know that? Oh, that Fowler girl. All afternoon I was sitting around in her father's pants. And then she asked me twice. I mean, what could I have done?
What did she ask you?
If I wanted a cheeseburger. And you know me and cheeseburgers. Right in the middle of my cheeseburger. You know what she made me do? You'll never believe it.
Was it any worse than what you did to the lawn?
She made me ask her to a movie tonight. Have you ever heard of anything so underhanded?
Underhanded? Why?
I was under the influence of cheeseburger.
Ross, I think your sister's dead right. You've been operating under too much tension. But I have some good news for you, son.
Yeah?
Yeah. Your mother and I have both decided that even though French is a basic and a beautiful language, and that to speak it would be an asset all your adult life.
If I have an adult life.
Well, anyway, the point is that as far as we're concerned, you can drop French.
Drop it? Well, why would I want to drop it?
I beg your pardon?
After you just got finished telling me what an asset it would be? Now, I'm not saying that French is a beautiful language, but it can be interesting.
Ross Lane.
I don't know why the school didn't start the experiment earlier. I mean, what is so wrong about a little experimenting? I mean, how are you going to find out the answers to a lot of things if you don't experiment?
Would you mind repeating that?
I said, but I know who that is.
That's for me, I'll get it.
No, it's for me.
Where'd you come from? Hey, I've been waiting for that call all evening.
Hello? Bien, merci. Comment allez-vous? Swell. I'll pick you up around 8h30. Au revoir to you, too.
Who was that?
The Fowler girl.
Wait a minute. You mean to tell me you've been with her all this time?
Yeah.
Do you realize the position you put me in with Chuck because of that Fowler girl?
She's not that Fowler girl. Her name's Penelope.
She speaks French?
She and her family spent a whole year in Paris. How about that, huh?
Amazing.
Well, at his age, you may have walked through a few flower beds, but you never went off the deep end like that.
It only goes to prove that Paris does not surrender. You surrender to Paris.
Don't tell me she's come for him already.
If she has, she didn't spend that year in Paris for nothing.
Hello.
Hi. I guess Patty left us at our place.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure she'll appreciate it.
Say, who is that?
Is it Richard?
Patty, a friend of yours is down here. He says his car can make it and wants to know if it will take you long to get ready. Are you kidding? It won't take her long. Would you like to come in?
I better not press my luck. I finally got my engine going.
Oh, all right. I'm sure she'll be right down. Well, he doesn't say much, but he's got the cutest face. Almost as cute as his feet are. I knew it. Something told me all the time. Good night. Oh, remind me, Ross wants me to talk to you about staying in the French class. Au revoir, you all. Chuck, that moon is really something else. And all those stars and those white clouds. It's really not to be believed.
Pliers?
Oh, sure. You know, I'm awfully glad you're not mad at Ross. I mean, I guess everything that happened to him today was kind of a delayed reflex reaction. I mean, if vibrations can make a steel rod buckle, they certainly can make a person like Ross snap.
Screwdriver. Did you say there's a full moon out there?
Oh, yeah. As a matter of fact, just in case something like this happened, I came prepared. There. Can you see the moon now?
Hey, is that wild?
Yeah. You know, even if we are missing the dance, I'm glad we can both be under that moon together.
Here's Kathy, who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square. The Patties only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy pair, but they're cousins, identical cousins, and you'll find they laugh alike, they walk alike, at times they even talk alike. You can lose your